Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, we are going to be talking about something that Wargaming needs to start doing again, and that is basically the Battle Pass and the Battle Pass tanks. So this tank right here, the Agent, is probably one of the best Battle Pass tanks to ever come in the game. Now, what Wargaming used to do for the newer players is you get this Battle Pass, and at level 35, I think it was, you used to be able to get a tier 6 tank. Now, Wargaming changed that more recently, where they took away the tier 6 tank and they only left the tier 4 tank right at the start if you was to buy the Battle Pass. Now, I think this was a bad move in my opinion, because, you know, I know you get a lot of things in the Battle Pass, but the tier 6 tank, I know it's only a tier 6, but the tank that you get along with the tier 4, that, okay, it can get boring, you know, it was worthwhile. It was definitely worth the money that you spend on the Battle Pass itself. You spend, you know, you spend a few pound, and then you get a tier 6 tank, you get a tier 4 tank, you get all the goodies, you get these, you get free XP, the gold, and it was definitely worth the money. Now, what Wargaming pretty much did is remove the tank and add a camouflage, like a legendary camouflage for a certain tank. And again, I think that is, like, you know, it's okay, but everybody wants new tanks. Now, if there's a reason why they've done it, whether they're running out of ideas or not, I really do not know. But what Wargaming need to start doing again is adding these tanks. Now, if you do buy the Battle Pass, of course, if you get all the way to the end, you do have a chance of getting the AE Phase 1. Highly unlikely, because it is extremely rare. So today we're going to be playing the Agent, the best, in my opinion, the best tank in the Battle Pass, the best tank that has ever been released in the Battle Pass. Now, there have been some good tanks, like really good tanks. You got the Cryos for as an example, and also there has been some really bad tanks in the Battle Pass, but the Agent has definitely been the best tank in the Battle Pass. Now, of course, it is a German light tank, pretty much, or they've taken it from the VK 2801. Now, the 2801 was, once upon a time, an absolutely brilliant tier 6 tank. Brilliant tank. And that was probably better than this in its prime. Wargaming then sort of adjusted a few tanks, made it worse, and then, of course, they released the Agent, which is then better than the VK in pretty much every single way. It's fun, you know, yeah, it's a light tank, it's got no armor whatsoever, but, you know, the DPM, I mean, stat-wise, it's not fantastic. Stat-wise, it doesn't look the best. But overall, I think the gameplay of the Agent is brilliant. It's really fun. For a tier 6 tank, it really is fun to play. Now, as you can see, it doesn't have any armor whatsoever. You may get the troll bounce if you're up against tier 5s. 53, I mean, 62 on your hull, 53 on your turret, not the best at all. Also, the DPM I don't think is the greatest as well, at 1537. That is a reload of 6.25 seconds. So yeah, DPM nothing special, armor nothing special at all. Penetration, I mean, 170 on your AP, 232 on your APCR. It does only have the 2 shells. Your damage, it has 160 alpha, 135 on your APCR. So of course, if you're up against tier 7s, especially heavy tanks, and you have to use the APCR, yeah, your DPM is going to dramatically decrease. Your aim time is very good at 2.6, so is your gun dispersion at 0.262. Both of them are very good. So not only is it a light tank that has mobility, you can actually snipe with this tank. It has 9 degrees of gun depression as well, which is very nice, and of course a top speed of 65 kilometers per hour. So we're going to get into a game which I think is a brilliant game from my perspective. Now, I do something wrong almost at the start, and we will talk about that, because as I always do, if I do something wrong, if I'm commentating to a replay and someone does something wrong, I will explain that in the video, so you guys might be able to learn something, or just to point out, I know where I done wrong. I don't need you guys to do it. Now, it was a shame, this game, because I think I had a really good game. But unfortunately, I don't manage to finish the job. And I don't manage to finish the job at the end because of the mistake I made at the beginning. So we are top tier. So, you know, yes, we're up against tier 5s, but the thing with when you are driving a tank like the Agent is because you have no armor, even tier 5 will be able to penetrate you. So do bear that in mind as well. It's not like you're driving a big heavy tank, which tier 5s are going to struggle to penetrate you. So we managed to start the game with a nice ammo rack there on the Leopard. Now here, the AMXmas was sitting behind me. What I really wanted to do was sort of reverse around this corner and basically them shoot him, not me. But as you can see, he is sitting behind. I'm not going to rage because I don't know if he's meaning to or if he's sort of just trying to get away. We're all close together. So I didn't really rage at all because, you know, it happens. Everybody bumps into someone every now and again. It happens. And by the look of what he's doing, I don't think he meant to do it. But if he did, you know, it is what it is. So we now have 2 kills. Now, at this point, I'm trying to help the AMXmas. Now, well, I'm not trying to help the AMXmas. I was trying to focus on the VK whilst the AMXmas while he was focusing on the AMXmas. I got there. Now, where I gone wrong was right here. I went to run away and then I had second thoughts because we still had a couple of guys left alive. And then they died and it only just leaves that one tank there. And then I run away. So as I'm running away, I mean, the Med J is now dead. It just leaves me over here. There is another tank over there somewhere. But me running away, I basically lose all my hit points and went down to a 1 shot. Now, if I would have run away when I said I was going to run away or when I should have run away, this match would have been completely different. So it's now just me and this Churchill Mark 6 against 4 tanks. Now, what I want to do here, yes, I don't have the hit points, but I do have the reload. I do have the light tank mechanics, so I can sort of sit back at the back, use my mobility, hide behind a bush, use my aim time, and use my accuracy. So that is what I want to do. What I also want to do is make sure that this Churchill is in my sight at all time, because he's now going to spot, as you can see, he spotted the Tiger 131, which is great because now I can sit behind this bush and just absolutely farm him without being spotted and without being shot. What I was hoping was the Churchill to actually stay alive just a little bit longer. Now, unfortunately, the Tiger 131 has gone into hiding. He managed to get behind the building just in time. But we are going to wait. We're going to get the shot. He has now taken the shot. He's a 1 shot, but just before I reload, he does manage to hide behind the building again. So I now know that there are at least 2 1-shots. Now, just in a minute, you're going to see another tank that is spotted that is going to go for the Churchill, and there he is, the Hellcat. So he's gone for the Churchill. I've managed to go for him. We've got around about the same reload, so he's backing up, and I do manage to luckily get that shot into that guy, killing that guy. So now I know that there's 3 tanks left alive, but 2 of them are a 1-shot. So if I can clear this VK bonus, and then I know that the Tiger 131 is also a 1-shot. So you can see I'm not spotted, so I'm trying now to run away. I've still got 3.5 minutes. I've still got plenty of time, so there's no point me sacrificing myself or risking anything. But this is where I do get unfortunate. As soon as I take the shot on the Tiger 131, the BDR is there to take the kill. I got unlucky. I did get unlucky, but it could have easily been away. If I would have just run away at the start, I would have been able to save my hit points, had enough hit points to deal with that BDR. And that's really only where I went wrong. Yes, I died at the end. I wasn't to know he was there. I did manage to bring it down to a 1 versus 1, but unfortunately, it just wasn't to be. But as you can see, still 2.5k damage. I completely carried that guy, like easy. No problem whatsoever. But yeah, it's unfortunate. So as I've said, Wargaming, please release these tanks in the battle pass again. You know, I don't know why they're not releasing these tanks anymore. They stopped releasing them. Again, maybe originally I thought maybe they run out of ideas, or maybe they was just having a break from releasing tier 6 tanks. But you know, it's still not happening, and it gave people you know, a really good reason why to buy the battle pass. So let me know if you think tanks should be back in the Battle Pass. Let me know in the comments below. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all very soon. Bye-bye.